Hey everybody, welcome to episode 17. We're not quite sure how that happened.
No.
Does that mean we've drank 17 bottles of wine? Anyway,
I think we've drank a bit more than that.
probably. Thanks for watching. Julie's cooking today. We're out at
I am.
Strathleys, so what are you cooking?
I'm going to do Vietnamese pho, whatever it's called.
Food faux po.
Yeah, with vegetables and noodles.
Sounds good.
And it's
Nice and easy?
Yeah, fairly easy, and it's really flavoursome. So if you like your Vietnamese flavours, this is for you.
Good, and it should be a short video,
Yes.
even though there's a bit of cooking. But yeah, anyway.
Okay. All right. Well, cracking in the kitchen. Let's
We're going to
start.
get cracking and right onto it. See you in the kitchen.
Okay, so I've got some ingredients ready to go into the soup, which I've got the pot ready. So I've chopped up in half 2 brown onions. I've cut up 2 carrots, and I've kept them in a inch size. Bear in mind, the only thing I'm going to save out of this stock is the carrots. So the rest is going to go into my compost. I've got some knobs of ginger. I've got just under 1/4 cup of tamari, and in here are my herbs and spices, I suppose. A quill of cinnamon. I've got a teaspoon of whole coriander, and I've got about 4 cloves of these little suckers. So that's all together. So what I'm going to do is I want to start over here and chuck the heat on. Now I'm just going to put literally, that's it. That's all the oil that goes in there. So I'm just waiting for that to heat up. So what I'm going to put in now is the cinnamon, the whole coriander, and the cloves. So in you go. In you go. So I'm just going to wait until that gets a little bit of a sizzle, and I'm going to start smelling the flavours. Don't cook it for too long, because obviously, I don't know about you, but I don't know how to cook cinnamon quills, but it does give a beautiful flavour to the stock. Riz, have you made this before? You're very quiet over there.
I am quiet. I'm concentrating on filming. No, I've never made it, and I should make it because my daughter loves it. It's her favourite thing in the world.
So that's only been going for a little bit. I'm starting to smell
Smell
that
the
smell,
aromas.
and here I have mixed altogether it's 8 cups of water, which will be my stock, and 2 heaped tablespoons of maize or veggie stock. So that's going to go in there, and that's my stock. That's just the extra 2 cups, because obviously I've only got a 6-cup stupid thing. So there's my stock. I'm going to just give that a swirl, and in that stock I'm going to throw all this in, which is my onions, carrots, ginger and tamari. So once I've got all this in, we just chuck the lid on and we let it simmer. So in you go, tamari, ginger, carrots. So all in, yummo. Lid on, bring to the boil. Once it's simmering, we let it simmer for an hour. So while I've got the stock and I'm waiting for that to come to the boil, I'm marinating some cubed tofu and some chopped mushrooms. So in this marinade, I've got just under 1/4 cup of tamari, just under 1/4 cup of mirin, 2 garlic cloves,
Smells
a
good.
teaspoon of beef stock, the maisel, because that's all vegan, the maisel stuff, isn't it?
Yep,
Speak to me, Riz.
it is. I'm concentrating on filming.
Yeah, and so we just give that a bit of a swirl, and we let that marinate while we're waiting for the soup to do its thing. So this will stay in here for about a good hour, an hour and a half. So
Smells good.
Yep. So we just leave this, give it a swirl every now and again, and all this will be added into the soup later on with a whole lot of other goodie stuff.
Okay, so the soup has been simmering for just over an hour. Wasn't it, Riz? You can see that beautiful colour. It's really rich. So what I've done is I've poured it into a clean bowl. So I caught all the onion and all the crap that I had in there. I pulled out the carrots because I'm going to save those, and they're the only ones I returned in with the broth.
Yeah.
So sift the whole thing out, and everything else can go in your compost bin. Now I've got some water boiling for the noodles, and I've got these Vietnamese dried vegetarian noodles. It doesn't matter which ones you buy. You can buy
Rice noodles.
rice
doesn't matter.
noodles. You can buy. Don't buy egg noodles. Don't
No.
buy egg noodles.
No.
So once that water's boiling, I'm going to boil up some
Oh, I love
noodles
the freaking
separately.
place. This is going to make everyone nauseous.
Hey?
Make everybody nauseous. Okay, there's that.
Now, this is what the tofu and mushrooms have been marinating in. Now, I forgot to mention, because I'm an idiot, is apart from the ingredients I told you that were in here, I also put a big heaped, oh, yeah, was it? I can't remember. I think it was about because I just pour it, a tablespoon of agave nectar as well.
into there. So
Into
that went in there
as well with everything else I mentioned before. So this can now go in the soup. So,
Beautiful.
sorry, I'm going to splash in a minute.
Jesus.
So-
Sorry if everyone's feeling nauseous. We're all over the place here.
Now, it can just pour the whole thing in, marinate and everything.
Nice.
Yeah.
Smells good. Smelling good.
Now, I've also got some Asian greens here. So you can use bok choy, you can use
Bong choy, cow
bong
choy.
choy,
I don't know.
anything choy, because it's all good. So this is going to go in there as well. So in you go. And what we're going to do is we're just going to bring that to the boil. And we're not going to cook these greens too much because you want them nice
them
and
crispy.
Yeah. So it's lovely and rich and colourful,
Looks
and
good.
the flavours are amazing,
Smells good too.
aren't they, Riz? You got to
Yeah.
tell everyone how grouse my food smells.
I'm just saying, it smells great. I haven't tasted it yet, so I can't tell them that.
All right.
But I'm sure it will be. Okay.
So we leave that. I'll come back to it when the noodles are ready. We're going to dish up, and then
Yep.
we're going to
Eat.
eat.
Be merry.
Okay, so now the soup's ready, the noodles are ready, and I've got my garnish to go on top. So what I'm going to do is put a little bit of noodle in each bowl, and as you can see, they're quite fucking long.
They missed that because I wasn't filming it. And I'll do that again.
I know. They're not fucking 100 foot long. So look,
Chooks are
honestly, Rizzy and I are cheating because normally I do big bowls of this in bigger, obviously serving bowls. But because we're pigs, we've already eaten and we're a bit full. So noodles go in first, and then what we do is we just garnish. On top of that goes the broth. So a little bit of broth on top. And the other one. Smells beautiful though, doesn't it?
It smells really good.
And that colour, I love that colour.
The brown.
So that's there. So what we'll do is I'm going to just finish that off with a little bit of coriander, fresh coriander. A lemon wedge in each, because you can actually squeeze a lemon into the pot. It's really beautiful. And we've got some dried shallots here, so that just goes on top. And then it's, look, you know, the chilies are optional, but I've cut some bullet chilies here. So I like hot chili. What about you, Rizzy? Do you like your mum to burn?
Yeah,
me
not
too.
too many, but
I'll put one in for now. But if this was in a big bowl, which I normally do serve it in, I'd put 2 little bits of chili in each one.
Beautiful.
So that's that, and then we just chopstick it,
yeah, it smells good.
spoon it, and we're going to head over to the table and eat.
Burn my mouth. Oh, is it on? Well, just watch me. I've already hit my head with a gauge today, so let's see me burn my mouth. Oh, it's good. It's good, Jill.
Yeah, it is
Really
beautiful.
good.
Now, next week, Riz, what are you cooking?
I am continuing my, I never know how to say this right.
What is it?
Look, she's helping. Elsie's doing some directing here, the
Oh.
cat. Oh, maybe that's not
Hello,
good.
Elsie.
Elsie, oh my God. Anyway, continuing the seitan theme, I'm going to do some souvlaki, I think.
Souvlaki. We're going Greek.
We're going Greek for Margaret.
For Margaret. Margaret, we're going Greek next week.
So we'll do that, and that way it'll be not so much.
Oh, I don't want to do that again.
Okay, so that was a little interlude there. Julie,
Sorry, that was Elsie, my cat.
she was doing some directing. So as I was saying, we're going to do souvlaki, and basically it's a similar way of cooking to the chicken, but we'll go through a few little tips that I've learned along the way. But we'll also make some yogurt. Not real true yogurt, but we'll do like a cashew sort of tzatziki to go with it.
Oh, yum.
Yeah, so we'll do souvlakis because, gee, they're good. They're
We
really
might have to have Margaret round as a tester.
Oh, she might come.
Mm.
Oh, and also I've been working on some new feta, so we might do that as well.
Oh, feta, souvlaki.
It'll be all happening. It's
Who
all-
needs to eat meat? And who needs to eat dairy, really?
You
Seriously,
just
you
don't.
do not miss out.
Anyway, thank you for watching, and we will see you next week.
On episode
18.
18.
Oh, we'll have to
Far
have a
out.
20 episode.
20th wedding anniversary.
Have a good week or two. Bye.